Okay, well, so every system that cools has the potential, the ability to heat as well. With the reduction in carbon emissions that's been going on the electric grid, so all the PV, all the solar thermal, all the wind turbines you see up and down the country, that's reducing the embedded carbon in the grid itself. So anything that runs on electricity is getting lower and lower carbon. So a heat pump that can produce 1 to 3 in heating, produces 1 to 5 in cooling. So the two systems are one and the same. It's heat pump technology, just in reverse. So the one biggest thing I would say would be education. Not just education of the installer base, but also the end user, the people who are using heat pumps day to day. So in terms of the installers, it's getting them comfortable with applying heat pumps. Very different to a gas boiler, not just in terms of installing it, but how you design a system, the radiator sizing, the amount of fresh air, all that needs to be taken into account. It's very different. You get that right, but then it's also important for the end user, the client who's using it, to understand fundamentally the difference between using a gas boiler and using a heat pump. And you know, in the air conditioning industry, we understand how to use heat pumps, but out there in every day to day, people just don't have that knowledge of it. We as a manufacturer, we've installed Wi-Fi adapters in every cylinder that we sell now for the last 6 months. Reason being is we don't want to have a fleet of engineers who are going out to diagnose when Mrs. Smith or Mr. Jones has a problem with their heat pump. We want to first of all be able to dial into their system remotely, diagnose the problem, and then if necessary send an engineer to site. In 90% of the cases on our help desk, it's actually setting up and understanding the system, the timing, how you're supposed to run a heat pump different to a gas boiler. And from a customer satisfaction, whilst you're on the phone to this engineer, he's dialed into your system, he's fixed your problem, he's educated you on how to use it, and they go away happy. And it's expanding that to a greater network of people and the understanding. Absolutely. Gone are the days of having 200 engineers, sending them out to site, you know, let alone the carbon emissions associated with all those vans that would be going to site. So also as a company, we don't want to have employing hundreds of people to do what isn't necessary. It's a modern technology for a modern era. Everybody in the UK has Wi-Fi, so you can dial into this system. So it's moving with the times, moving with the Internet of Things.